Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Saman here, your grammar teacher. Today we are going to solve International Kangaroo Science Contest 2021. Last year I made some videos on IKLC International Kangaroo Linguistic Contest. Now this year science contest is coming up in September inshallah. So I'm going to solve some of the past papers of in IKSC, and that's going to help you in your preparation. So let's start with it. This is the past paper of 2021, peculiar level class 1 and 2. So let's start with it. The procedure is same. One picture will be given to you and along with the explanation, and after the picture there are some MCQs. You have to find the answer from the picture and the explanation, and that's how you are going to solve the paper. So the procedure is same. So as this is a science contest, so the topic is related to science. Now this in this paper of 2021, the topic is about bees. So the heading is the bees. Now let's start with it. In July, Matt and Emma, together with their father John, invited Tika to their beehives. Kids, do you like honey? You know honey is produced by bees, and the bees live in family groups. The place where they are kept is called a hive. Inside the hive there are frames on which bees deposit honey. Now here you can see that this is a picture. In this picture father is here and the children are also here. The father is explaining them that this is the father is holding a frame which is having honey inside, and he just took it from this beehive. This is the beehive and he is showing it to the children. Tika, what's your favorite honey? I like linden honey. I like acacia honey. These are the types of honey. So let's start the MCQs. In what season did the kids visit the beehive? The answer is winter, summer, spring, autumn, or in July. Now here you can see in the very first line it is written in July, but you're not going to correct this answer because in the question is asked that what season did the kids visit the beehive. So July is the month of summer. It's a hot month, so you're going to select the season. So summer is the correct option, so you can just circle it. This is the correct option. Okay, next is how many children are there in the picture? See, count the children, 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 children in the picture, so number C option is correct. Okay, next is how many sunflowers are there in the picture? Now you have to count the sunflowers from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this one 15. Okay, so there are 15 sunflowers. 15 is the correct option. Okay, how many types of flowers are there in the picture? You have to count the types of flower. Now one is sunflower, this is one type, 1, then this golden flower 2, this 3, and this one is 4. Okay, these two are not same, they are different. So there are 4 types of flower in this picture, so 4 is the correct option. How many birds are there in the picture? Now count the birds first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one bird is sitting just beside the sunflower. So there are 9 birds in the picture. You have to count the things very carefully. It's not necessary that all the things you are finding are at one place. No, they can be anywhere in the picture. So you have to see it very clearly and very vigilantly. Number 6, which wild animal in the picture likes to eat honey? The frog, the bear, the cat, the dog, the fox. Definitely all of you know this answer. The bear is the correct answer. Bear is a wild animal. The next, fox is also wild, but fox is not in the picture. What did John bring to show to the kids? Now see, the father is holding, what he is holding in his hand? He is having a frame full of honey. So the answer is frame. A frame is the correct option. Which is the main product that people get from bees? Definitely honey is the main product. Honey is the correct option. Now here you can see pollen. What is pollen? Pollen are basically the dry powder that is with the leaf, that is with the flower. Okay, the dry powder of the flower is pollen, are the pollens, and they help in pollination. Meat, you already know. Venom is basically the poison of the snake is called venom, so this is not correct option. And this milk, so honey is the correct option. We get honey from the bees. How many beehives are there in the picture? Now you have to count the beehives and count them very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 beehives. This is not a beehive, this is just a frame that is put inside the beehive in which the honey is collected. So there are 6 beehives. 6 is the correct option. So mark the answer 6. Okay, next, which animal guards the hive in the absence of man? Definitely the dog. The dog is used as a domestic animal and it is used to protect or guard. The cat is not the correct option. Bear, wolf and goose, no, all are wrong. Okay, number 11, who likes linden honey most? So Tika likes linden honey most. We'll correct this. Next, bees may be dangerous because they sting. Sting is the correct option because they have antennas and they sting the person. They don't bite the person. They don't have the teeth. Okay, they have the tentacles and with which they sting. We scratch our skin when we are bitten by a bee. They produce honey and dry plants. Okay, but why they are dangerous? Because they sting the person. What domestic animal is there in the picture? Yes, dog is the domestic animal. Sheep can also be, but sheep is not in the picture. And domestic animals are those which are used for at our home, or for we can make use of them for our domestic life. Okay, so domestic animal is dog. Dog is the correct option. Okay, next is another picture in this test. A honeybee family consists of a queen, drone bees, worker bees, and brood. They all live together in a beehive. The queen bee lives 3 to 4 years. She lays thousands of eggs in cells of the honeycomb. Then eggs develop into new honeybees. Now, this first picture is about the queen bee. Okay, this is queen bee, and its lifespan is 3 to 4 years. And what is the purpose of the queen bee? It is just to give eggs. Okay, just to develop the eggs or just to lay the eggs, and it doesn't do any other thing. Then second picture is of the drone. The drone bees are males. They mate with the queen, and some of them are driven out of the hive when winter comes so that they don't eat all the honey stores. Now this male bee, queen bee is female definitely, and this male bee that is called drone, the purpose of this is just to fertilize the egg. Okay, it doesn't do any other work, and in winters even it is driven out of the beehive so that less honey is consumed. You know that in winter we don't have more flowers are very less in winter, so it is difficult for them to collect the nectar and make the honey out of it. So they reserve the food by sending the male bee or the drone bee out of the hive. Okay, number third is the worker bees. The worker bees are female. They build the honeycomb, collect nectar and pollen from flowers, make honey, clean and protect the hive from bears, rats and people. Now here you can see all the work is done by worker bees. Queen bee is just to lay eggs, drone bees just to fertilize the eggs, and the worker bees are there to collect the honey, to collect the nectar, to prepare the honey, to clean the hive. All the tasks, all the chores are done by the worker bees. Okay, and these are female. Now next is the bee brood. The bee brood grows from eggs. 21 days from the day the egg is laid are necessary for a bee to be born or emerge. Now bee brood are basically when the egg is hatched, the first bee that comes out of the egg is called the bee brood. Okay, so bee brood is the youngest bee. Now here in the next pictures you can see that this is a wooden box, and the man is having a frame of honey in his hand, and he is showing it. You can see the honey that is on the frame. So that's how we cultivate the honey, or you can say that's how we make a hive for a honeybee so that it can lay eggs over there and make honey, and then we use that honey. Now here you can also see that this is the entrance of the wooden box, and the bees are going inside, and here you can also see wax is also produced by the bees. Okay, the hive is usually a wooden box with a bee door in which there are 10 to 12 frames. On these frames, bees build the waxed honeycombs in which the queen lays eggs and the worker bees store the food honey. Now these are the frames on which the honey is stored. Okay, and they also produce wax also. Wild bees make their hives in hollow trees in the attics or other sheltered places. Now these wooden boxes are the self-made. Okay, these are the man-made. We make these wooden boxes so that we can collect honey, but the bees that are living in forest or the wild bees, how they or where do they make their house or their hives? They make it at the sheltered place or the hollow place where there is some shade or shelter, and mostly it is just under the tree, or you can say wherever they find the sheltered place, they make their hive, they make their house. Plants produce a sugar-rich liquid called nectar. Bees fly from flower to collect nectar. Then they make honey from nectar. Nectar is a sugary product that is produced by the flower, and honeybees basically they collect that sugary liquid from the flower, and out of that they produce honey. Pollen grains are carried by the bees on their back legs and then left at the hive entrance. People collect the pollen from here and use it as food or medicine. Here you can see that pollen grains. I told you this is the dry powder of the flower, and when the honeybees they go to the flower, this powder is attached with the wings and the body and the legs of the honeybee. And when they go inside the wooden box, these pollen grains are left outside the box. Okay, so these are collected by the man, and these pollen grains are used as a food or medicine. Okay, let's start the MCQs. What is the name of the bee in the upper left corner of the picture? Now this is the left corner, and this one is queen bee. Queen bee is the correct option. Okay, queen bee in the first picture. What is the name of the bee in picture 2? In picture 2 we have drone bee. Okay, this is called a drone bee. So you are going to mark the correct option like this. Okay, people raise bees in hollows, jars, wooden boxes, dens or stables. Definitely we have seen in the picture also that we make wooden boxes for the bees to collect the honey. Bees collect pollen and nectars from the water, from caves, from flowers, from drones, from underground. Definitely from flowers. Okay, we have just studied that flowers, they have the pollen grains and they have the sugary liquid that is called nectar, and bees collect them from the flower. How long does a queen bee live? Now here in the very first sentence you can see that queen bee lives 3 to 4 years. So 3 to 4 years is the correct option. This is the correct option. Okay, the bee deposits the honey and the queen lays the eggs inside the honeycomb. Okay, inside the honeycomb it lays eggs. Hollows, glass jars, caves, flowers, no, these all options are wrong. A honeybee family consists of, now you have to see it very carefully and read out very carefully that which one is missing. We just studied that the honeybee family consists of queen bee, drone bee, workers bee and bee brood. Now see the options start from the first one: beekeepers, worker bees and bee brood. No, queen bee is missing, this is wrong. A queen, drones and fighting bees, no, this is wrong. Worker bees are not here. A bee, bumblebee and fighting bees, no, this is wrong. Drone is missing, worker bees are missing. Eggs, drones and worker bees, queen is missing in this is wrong. So a queen, drones and worker bees, this is the correct option. Bee brood is missing, but all the three are there in the family, so we will correct this option. Okay, once the queen lays the eggs, how long does it take for a bee to merge? Now in the last picture you can see here it is written 21 days. So it takes 21 days for bee brood to come out. Okay, 21 days. Okay, what do drone bees mainly do in the hive? Drone bees, we know that drone bees are the male bees. So they make the honey? No, it is done by the worker bees. They protect the hive? No. They collect pollen? No. They fight with other insects? No. These all four tasks are done by the worker bees. What do drone bees do? They mate with the queen. So number C option is correct. They only mate with the queen. They help them to fertilize. Okay, people usually build beehives using, how people make them? By wood. We have seen in the picture also that we make wooden boxes for the bees to collect the honey. The worker bees don't now see worker bees, what do they don't do? Protect the hive? Yes, they do protect the hive. Make honeycombs? Yes, they do make honeycombs. Clean the hive? Yes, they clean the hive. Collect pollen? Yes, they collect pollen. But what do they don't do? They don't lay eggs. Okay, number B option is correct. They don't, worker bees, they don't lay eggs. It is done, this duty is done by only queen bee. So this is all for today. This was the past paper of 2021. Inshallah, we will proceed towards the other papers also. So have a good day. Allah Hafiz.